right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again as we continue with our team-by-team review of the NFL Draft. I'm your host, the G-Man, and today we're going to talk about those Indianapolis Colts. They went into this draft with one mission and one mission only, and that's not even to touch on their defense, which actually has some problems. For the love of God, get somebody who can keep Andrew Luck from getting murdered back there. He's your entire franchise. He missed half a year and probably should have missed more. If he wasn't such a tough son of a bitch, he would have missed more. He's a tough kid, but you cannot take those kind of hits and hold up to it. So their whole goal is to try to find some help for him. Let's see how they did. I like what they did. I think the Colts had a solid, not spectacular draft. Ryan Kelly in the first round is his best center available. I would have gone exterior line, but you know what? It was a little picked over by that point, so they probably went with the best interior guy. Ryan Kelly, I'm okay with. They picked a safety next, TJ Green. I don't like him at all. They do need defensive help. There's no question about it. They would have done better to get a corner, but I don't necessarily like Green in the second round there. LaRaven Clark, excellent selection. I think he steps in on that line and immediately becomes a starter at right tackle. He may even push to left tackle. He's big, he's strong, and he actually has quick feet. Between he and Kelly, they just replaced two-fifths of their line and are going to enable Andrew Luck to have more time, not take so many hits, get the ball downfield to their little fast wide receivers, which they have an entire fleet of. They continued in the fourth round. Hassan Ridgeway, I like him as a defensive tackle. Again, not going to be a huge pass rusher, but he's going to take some pressure off those outside rushers so they can get at the quarterback. He's going to eat up blockers. I like Ridgeway. Antonio Morrison, more of a plugger, more of a two-down back as an inside linebacker. But I guess in this day and age, that's really what you're looking for. You go for those two-down backs, and then you replace them with a nickel or a dime corner. So I do think he'll make that team. Joe Haig is a guy I'm pulling for. Joe Haig is from North Dakota State with my boy Carson Wentz. He's undersized for a tackle, so he's not going to play tackle in the NFL. He's probably going to be a swing lineman. He could go in and play center if he had to. He could play guard if he had to. He doesn't have the speed of foot to stay with those outside rushers. So if anything, you'd have to move to the right tackle, but then you have to worry about them switching their defensive player to the right tackle. I think he's going to make the league. Hopefully he does well for himself. But in the fifth round, that's certainly a hell of a selection. In the seventh round, more kind of darts at the dartboard. And Trevor Bates, the linebacker, Austin Bly, the center. Positions they need. They certainly need to help the line. They need to help the defense. Why not take a shot to get extra players if you can? So, to me, the Colts did well. We'll give them a B on their draft. I love LaRaven Clark as a potential steal. TJ Green is a bit of a reach, but I do think they got good value from the first through the fourth round, and I think they're going to wind up out of this draft with 3 to 4 players, and Andrew Luck gets to stay in one piece, get the ball out to T.Y. Hilton and to Moncrief and some of those other little fast receivers that I love. So with that, that's your 2016 NFL Draft review of the Indianapolis Colts. I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.